want to show you how to play Stay With Me by Sam Smith. If you want the letter notes for that, you go to LetterNotePlayer.com. I have them there for you. Okay, we'll start with the introduction. It's just an A minor chord, an F chord, and a C chord. And you play those notes in the bass. So for A minor, we'll play E, A, C. We'll put the A in the center. A minor is 1, 3, 5 on A. So we'll play it with this voicing. Then we'll go to the F chord, F, A, C, 1, 3, 5. And then we'll do the C chord, E, G, C. We'll take the C from the bottom, 1, 3, 5 on C, and we'll put it right up here. So it'll sound like this. And the fingering I usually use are these fingers. You play that through twice, and then we start off with an A minor chord to an F chord to a C, G, C. So I'm going to play it that way so that you'll hear that bass line going down. We could voice them this way: A minor, F chord, and then your C major chord, but it sounds better to me to keep that bass line going down. A chord, A minor chord, F chord, and then the C, G, C, just open that up, leave the E out of it. Now we'll go slowly, and then let's get the melody. C, D, E, C, D, E, C, D, E, C, C. C, D, E, C, E, C, D, E, G, E. A, G, E, D, C, C, A, G, E. Way down to that low E. C, D, E, C, D, E, C, D, E, D, C. There's your first verse. Now we'll play it with the left hand with it. And then I usually hit this twice just to keep that pulse going. Once the drums come in, you have that pulse going throughout. So I just hit that twice to keep that pulse going right from the beginning. We're going to change to it. We're going to change to a G7. Da da dee da 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 dee da da. Because a cadence is a 5-1 cadence from a G chord to a C chord. It's in the key of C, so we'll go from the A minor to a G7. And I'm going to leave the B out intentionally. I'm just going to play the G, D, and the F. G7 would be 1, 3, 5, 7 on G. But we'll play it. So we got fit that G7 in there. Then we go into the chorus. Now the chorus notes are C, E, G, A, but they put a chord in there beforehand. It's C, E, G, chord A, chord G, E, and the E comes with the C chord. So you got to offset it. Same thing here when you've got C, D, E, C, C. Then, when we go on to the next part of the chorus, E, G, A, B, A, G, E, D, C. She kind of slides off of that. E, D, C, 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 D, E, C, C. We've got two notes that are representing chords there. We've got a G chord, a G to an A minor chord. So all I'm going to do is play a G right there, and it'll simulate that G chord coming. I'm going to play a G by itself, which is what they do. They have a bass note G right there. G, A minor, G, A minor. So it'll sound like this. To the F. And then we're going to an A flat sound right there. So we're going from an A flat to an A minor. So it's an A flat major would be A flat, C, E flat. All I'm going to play is the A flat. Well, I'm going to call it a G sharp because it goes with the A. So we're going to go from a G to pick up here to a G sharp pick up there. But it's really representing an A flat chord. And we'll go right to the A minor. So the way it synchronizes in. then all I'm going to do is go to a G chord right there. So that little section will be. And then we're ready for the second verse. The second verse is very similar, but he just waits a little bit longer on that first entry. So he waits almost until you're ready to go to the F chord. And then there are less words in that one. This one he goes faster. So he just runs through that quickly. Turns that up to a G. And then here we're going to go all the way up to the C. He hits a pickup below C. So he goes all the way up to C. And then there's only one quick note in there, that E. Last line is C, C, D, E, C, E, C, D, E, C, C, D, C. And here I'm going to play that G chord again. And then we go to the chorus. Now we're going to play the chorus 3 times there. Once by itself, with him singing the chorus, and then the choir comes in behind him. There's a descant solo. I'm not going to give you that descant solo. I'm just going to play the choir lines. The choir vocals, and then we've come back with a chorus variation, and there's a final chorus. There's a final tag on that. So here we go with the chorus. He plays it real, sings it straight here. That chorus is just like the first one. Now we've got the choir that's different. Then they go down, and they're singing on an O syllable. So it goes down to a G, G, A, C, D, E, D, A, C, C, E, G, A, B, A. C, G, A, C, D, E, D, A, C. With the left hand. Now the chorus is back to, he comes back in, sings it, and it's very similar to what it was. But here it changes. Goes on up. He goes way up into a falsetto right there, up to the D, E, D, C, G. Then we come back down to the C, C, E, D, C, D, F, and then he runs up, he has a quick run. C, E, D, C, D, F, E, D, C, C, D, C. So kind of a strange rhythm. So it'll sound like this. Close it is I'm going to take the left hand up an octave when he plays that sings that tag, and where they've just got chords in the background. I end it, I'm going to set myself up to play this E. To finish out the chord, I'll have a C, G, C in the left hand. And the melody, if you don't want to play that E, you can end it. Because we just have a melody there. But it sounds richer with a C, with an E right there. So the closing of it. May sound good to play a G7 there. You can either play the G7 or the G chord, but since it's ending the piece, I like the G7 right there. There you have it, Sam Smith. Stay with me. Hope you enjoy playing it.